1. It is declared that the following provisions are invalid to the extent that they authorize the Minister of Police to suspend, take any disciplinary steps pursuant to suspension, or remove from office the Executive Director of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate. 1.1. Section 6, sub 3A and 6, sub 6 of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate Act 1 of 2011. 1.2. Section 16, capital A, sub 1, 16, capital B, 17, sub 1, and 17, sub 2 of the Public Service Act, Proclamation 103 of 1994. 1.3. Regulation 13 of the IPID regulations for the operation of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate, GNR98 of Government Gazette 35018 of 10 February 2012. 2. Parliament is directed to cure the defects in the legislation within 24 months from the date of this order. 3. Pending the correction of the defects, 3.1, Section 6, sub 6 of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate Act is to be read as providing as follows. Open quote. Subsections 17, capital D, capital A, sub 3 to 17, capital D, capital A, sub 7 of the South African Police Service Act 68 of 1995 apply to the suspension and removal of the Executive Director of IPID with changes as may be required by the context, close quote. 3.2, Sections 16, capital A, sub 1, 16, capital B, 17, sub 1, and 17, sub 2 of the Public Service Act, Proclamation 103 of 1994, and Regulation 13 of the IPID regulations are declared inconsistent with Section 206, sub 6 of the Constitution, and shall not apply to the Executive Director of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate. 4. It is declared that the decision of the Minister of Police to suspend Mr. Robert McBride from his position as Executive Director of the Independent Police Investigative Directorate is invalid and is set aside. 5. The order in paragraph 4 is suspended for 30 days in order for the National Assembly and the Minister of Police, if they so choose, to exercise their powers in terms of the provisions referred to in paragraph 3.1 above. 6. It is declared that the decision of the Minister of Police to institute the disciplinary inquiry against Mr. Robert McBride, which was to commence on 21 May 2015, is invalid and is set aside. 7. The Minister of Police is directed to pay the costs of Mr. Robert McBride, including the costs of 2 counsel. I hand down the judgment.